in that regard, the Aussies were very, very lucky that so many of them were picked up for this first tournament.
वुमेन्स प्रीमियर लीग के ऑक्शन में खिलाड़ियों पे टीम ऑनर्स ने जमकर पैसे लगाए, लेकिन विदेशी प्लेयरों की बात करें तो सबसे ज्यादा पैसा ऑस्ट्रेलियाई प्लेयरों को मिला है। इस पर ऑस्ट्रेलियाई फॉक्स मीडिया का क्या रिएक्शन रहा, आइए जानते हैं इस वीडियो में। लेकिन उससे पहले दोस्तों, अगर आपको इस तरह के वीडियो पसंद हैं तो तुरंत चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर बेल आइकन को प्रेस करें ताकि वीडियो की नोटिफिकेशन सबसे पहले आप तक पहुंचती रहे, और वीडियो को जरूर से लाइक करिएगा। तो चलते हैं फॉक्स मीडिया की तरफ।
Foxsports.com.au cricket writer Nick Savage. Nick, great to have you with us here in the studio. Thanks very much for your time. Give us some perspective as far as life-changing sums of money go, and in terms of the sums being earned by female athletes from Australian perspective, just how big is this for Ash Gardner?
Oh, it is huge. Like, obviously, Australian female cricketers are paid considerably larger sums than some of the smaller cricketing nations. But regardless, Ash Gardner on her Cricket Australia contract would probably only make around $150,000 a year. So she's making in 4 weeks in India what she would make in 3 years representing the Australian team. So it is a cliche, but it really has been a life-changing evening for Ash Gardner and her family, for sure.
For those who don't know, why do you think that she attracted this price tag? What makes her so special?
Well, I guess unlike a lot of players, she is outstanding at all three facets of the game. She's a destructive batter who can bat anywhere between 3 to 7 as sort of the anchor of the innings or as a finisher. And she bowls more than handy off spin. Just earlier this week, she took a 5-wicket haul, the first 5-wicket haul in international cricket in the T20 World Cup. So she can perform on the big stage. She has done so for Australia and the Sydney Sixers for 4 to 5 years, and it's just reward for a really outstanding cricketer. So it's exciting to see how she'll go now with this huge audience in the Women's Premier League.
Yeah, great. Hopefully the cap grows from here as well. Let's take a look at some of the other auction prices again. We just ran you through them a little bit earlier, but as you mentioned, the team is in camp at the moment for this T20 World Cup in South Africa. They're all sitting around watching the auction go ahead, and you're getting dollar values put on players in an environment where they're all meant to be team. It's one in, all in. It's a really interesting dynamic that they're experiencing over there overnight.
It's interesting, yeah. There might be some weird tension there with the likes of Georgia Wareham being picked up for a 6-figure sum, whereas Alana King, Australia's first choice spinner, missing out. So it is a bit interesting in that regard, but we have to keep in mind that there were only 30 international slots in total available, and 14 of them went to Australians. So in that regard, the Aussies were very, very lucky that so many of them were picked up for this first tournament.
So a massive story for women's sport. And as we said, he's hoping that pie grows from here and those sums get even more and more. But an incredible price tag put on Ash Gardner, over $500,000 for a month's work, which is fantastic.